Hey you guys, how are you doing? Your girl as usually saying hello, 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 hello. Where you're watching me from, hope you're well in the Lord. As I always say, my slogan is, this is the day that the Lord has made. We should be glad and rejoice. So wherever you find yourself from, kindly rejoice. It doesn't matter what is going on and forth. Always rejoice in the Lord. You know, if it was not God, you and me could not be alive today. So it's God who has made us see this day. Yeah, so wherever you're watching me from whichever continent you find yourself in, kindly know that my meds has given you salams all the way from the African continent, Kenya to be specific, and Nairobi City for that matter. So hello, how are you? How are you doing? Yeah, this is a blessed day. I call it a blessed day. Yeah, I decided to touch base with you. I'm walking to run some errands. I decided let me touch base with my guys and find out how you're doing. How you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, thanks so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Thanks so much for always subscribing. Thank you so much for being the friends you have to Meds at It. How are you, Pat JK? How are you, Judith Hunter? How are you? How are you, Master Tom? Hello, Slim Jones. How are you, Kim Jones? How are you? Wow. How are you? How is everyone in whichever state you find yourself in? So yesterday I was perusing through some international news and I was shocked. Wow. They say that the rain that rained in Dubai last 2 days, was rain that can be quantified to a 1.5 years rain, or is it 1 year rain? This rain raised havoc in Dubai, my friends. I was shocked. And then I saw the power of, God is, I think God is new. God is not, like they always say that God is not like man. They say God is not like man, yeah? God is a different kind, ball game altogether. Imagine the rain that fell in Dubai, desert. I called my small sis. I know, I call her my twin, to find out if she was okay, and she told me she was pretty okay. And I asked her how the place is, and she was telling me, man, the rain raised havoc. It brought the floors. There's some people right now who are homeless. There's some people whose houses don't have, what is that? The top, what is the what do you call it? There's some houses which don't have, roofs, sorry. I mean, the rain was too serious until people in Dubai also wondered, like the international community did, which includes us. Dubai has never experienced such a rain in history. For the last 75 years, the rain that rained, wow, guys, the rain that rained in Dubai yesterday was massive. The vehicles were submerged in water. People decided to just swim off from their vehicles and leave their vehicles in water because I'm telling you, it was serious. But my twin sister says that it's already taken care of and the country is as dry. You know, that's a very high-tech country. The technology is so high, so it's easy for them to combat such a menace. Yeah, their technology is too high. So I don't know what they did, but she tells me that as we speak, it's as if it never rained. Yeah, she says now, if you land in Dubai right now, you won't believe it was the same submerged city. And she tells me, wow. Actually, I even saw the airport. The airport, the planes were landing in like a kind of ocean. And some were diverted maybe to land in Qatar or Oman, the nearest countries, because it was like an ocean. And then I remembered even some people are using rubber boats. Imagine a country that is dry. Hey, maajabu ya Mungu, you can't even be able to explain. Yani, I was watching on CNN and I asked myself, is this the Dubai? Is this the Dubai that we all know? What? I was shocked. Yeah, so my friends in Dubai, hope you're safe and sound. Manish, Shukra and your family, Irene and your family, Ravi Kotiani and your family, all my guys in Dubai, hope you're safe and sound. Hope you're safe and sound. Hope you're safe and sound. Yeah, my heart goes out to you. Even in Kenya right now, there are places that are so flooded. I'm not mentioning Kenya, not because I'm not a patriot. It's just that what happened in Dubai has never been seen. Yes, in Kenya we're experiencing too much floods. So if you find yourself in a place where there's too much water, kindly they're saying move to the island so that you don't get swallowed up by water, guys. Yeah, we are losing people to floods, flash floods. Like she was telling me, there are people who died. So guys, if you find yourself in a place where you know water can find you, for instance, you see where I'm standing, if your house is down the hill and you're living, I would advise you to move, you know, because if the water comes, like here, if the water comes, it's going to submerge your house. I feel like Dubai got such a problem because Dubai, you know, is a desert. They have created most of the things. So I thought, yeah, the area is flat. I thought that is why there was too much havoc. But anyway, guys, if you find yourself in a place where water may submerge your house, kindly move to a dry land. So such technological hubs like Dubai, you know, these are people who have technology to do quite a lot of things, and you see still, but I think they were able to combat that. That's what my twin sister says. They were able to combat that and they're back to normal like it never happened. They are back to normal like it never happened. That is the advantage of technology. In Kenya right now, we are crying left, right, and center because of the bad it was in the down parts of West Pokot, where people are rendered homeless. They're in IDP camps. We are crying. Yesterday, I saw people being advised, those who live along the Kiambere, Masinga, and all those dams. I saw them being advised to move to dry lands because the waters are gonna spill. I don't know how such things can be rectified over time. I don't know. Maybe you should borrow a leaf from these countries like Dubai, because if such a rain rained, rendering malls inaccessible, and as we speak right now, in as much as they're counting the damages, they are back in operation. You see, so it's like they have a mitigation system whereby when disaster comes, they're able to combat it and move on like it never happened. So I pray Africa, we will get there someday, when we can be able to combat such menace, so that we are able to move on. Yeah, I hope so. So guys, if you find yourself in a place where there is too much going on in terms of rain, kindly I beg of you, move to a dry land if you can, or visit your neighbor, not neighbor, one of your relatives who lives in a place where it cannot be flooded until the rains go, because they project that the rains are going to be here until sometimes in June. That is such a long time. By the way guys, let me give you a short story. I've had an experience with flash floods. One day, me and my friend Mama Mwangi, we decided to do some farming along the banks of Masinga, and we put on 2 acres of watermelon. We spent quite a fortune. I remember my weekends, those days I was working for some other people. Right now I do my own things, but those days I was working. So every Friday night I would dread, because Saturday I would have to travel all the way to Masinga to check the lands. We managed to do what we could and ensure that our watermelon, I'm in the highway guys, our watermelon was well taken care of. We got a farm manager, so we would send money to buy stuff. And my friends, we managed to keep the land afloat until it was like 2 weeks to 3 weeks before harvesting. I will never forget. We spent quite a fortune doing this. But one day, who is Mother Nature? One day, in Kiswahili, I never used to understand why it's called, I used to read that name Tabia Nchi, until I got to understand it was Tabia Inchi. So one day, it rained in a place where there never used to be any rain. It rained so much so that I love news. I'm a journalist by profession, if you don't remember. So I love catching up with what is happening around the world and around the globe. So one day I'm seated in my couch, I'm watching news after work. Guys, let me tell you. And then I see nzuri. Oh. Unaona ile imeandikwa Savannah Honey. Hiyo Savannah Honey. But Savannah Honey unaingia hivi. Kwa Rock Modern unaenda hivi. So utaenda straight, mpande kamlima, muende kwa Rock Modern. Mkifanya hivi tu, mpande kidogo like not a kilometer. Mtaiona, lakini mkifuata hiyo barabara hapo Savannah Honey muende straight badala hivi. Mtaiona. Yeah, they was. I was explaining to them, they need to get somewhere. So guys, yeah, in Nairobi you have to be so sure who you're asking direction. You might ask someone a direct direction and then they will direct you to thieves. You understand? Because they are cartels. You ask people for direction, they tell you go like this, and then they will direct you to where they have the cartels, and then they will steal from you. And you saw what happened to Ayamarwa and Proceed. So guys, what I'm saying is, so we decided to farm. We had done our calculations. So I was sharing with you guys a story of how we planted watermelon and it ended up waste. So what am I trying to say? At times, weather is unpredictable. And it was only remaining with 2 weeks to harvesting. And then I was seated one day in my house after work, and I watched news. They were saying that it has flooded around Masinga, and I was like, Jesus Christ, let me hope it is not the place that we planted. So I sat down there and I watched news. After watching news, I remember very well it has started to rain, guys. I remembered very well that we had planted there. And man, when I went, I called my farm manager, Jesus Christ. He told me that our land that was so dry, we had bought money, we were putting in money, imagine, to irrigate the land, and just submerged in water, and our watermelon was waste. It's raining, guys, and our watermelon got wasted. I'm telling you, this is news that hit my ears like a bomb. Imagine, I'm just told that our watermelon is submerged, and we've been in this land, we've been buying diesel to pump water. Plus, I'm telling you, at times you can never. Dubai woke up one day to a rain that is expected to rain for 1.5 years. I'm telling you, it's never been easy. So what I'm trying to say is at times you can never predict weather. God is the one who only predicts weather. Like I was outside and now it's raining, guys. You see? I was outside. It's raining, see? I was just outside talking to you, and it pop, it started raining. So what am I trying to let you understand? That at times you can never predict. Imagine that's how we ended up losing a projected profitable land that was meant to give us around 2.8 million, guys. And that one ended like that, and we forgot and forgot and forgot. So at times weather is unpredictable. Yeah, I give you examples of real life things. So as I was talking about Dubai, I remember this thing. We had, me and my friend Mrs. Mama Mwangi, we went at a loss. That's up to date. I don't know if we will recover. Why? Because you can never predict weather. Weather just changes in a snap of a finger. Weather just changes in a snap of a finger like this, and weather is gone. Weather is gone. Weather changes. Weather changes. So when I looked at the pictures of Dubai, the submerging of Lamborghinis, the submerging of, Ferraris, Escalades, big cars, call them, I was like, Jesus Christ, apocalypse. What is happening? And then I went to Italy, Sicily. I saw there is in Italy a place called Sicily, eruption of volcano. I was like, Jesus Christ, what is happening? Is the world coming to an end? And now with the war in Palestine and Israel and all these countries, Ukraine, Russia, and you're like, the scripture is coming to fulfillment or what? Now I'm like, Jesus Christ. Someone was trying to tell me that Dubai, they were creating their own rain and then they formed a lot of crowds. How that is? So I don't know. People can create rain, so this rain surprised them. So I don't know. God is supreme, is the one who knows. So my heart goes out to the people in Dubai. I hope you're okay. I hope you're doing fine. And I hope there's nothing much that happened. I was shocked how weather can change within a snap of a finger. You're waiting to harvest the next day, and then you're called and told, Jesus Christ, you know what? Your watermelon has been submerged and there is nothing you can salvage. Guys, it's not easy. So only God knows about the weather. Just see. See. It's raining seriously. See, within seconds. Let me close the door. So guys, I love you so much. Let's keep talking. Let me rush inside. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. See you soon.